was a comment that was made on Facebook the other day about being a submissive woman. They were saying that a submissive woman controls her man, and I agree with that. I think until we begin to talk in honesty and transparency and stop pandering to both sides, especially to the sisters, because there is so much entitlement, and because men have been quiet for so long, and it's been the men that has been quiet were the type of men that y'all really need to be listening to. The men that doing the most talking ain't the ones, they don't have nothing to say anyway.
What's good? It's your boy Quay Price, man, holding it down for Kandid Konvos. Definitely check us out every Wednesday night, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. People today, they lazy. Ain't nobody trying to put in no work. If stuff start getting a little rough in the relationship or in the marriage, ain't nobody trying to fix nothing. Like, I mean, that's how people's mindsets are today. Yeah, but that's how I know that folks don't truly understand what marriage was about, because they tap out way too easy. Yeah, you see people fight harder for a job, like they can't go get another one of them in 2 weeks. Yeah, she's talking about these guys coming to these foreign countries and sourcing out these foreign women because they possess these character traits. Yep, they're more cooperative when it comes to a man, or they're more cooperative when it comes to a marriage and a relationship. They're more, nurturing forward when it comes to a relationship. They're more I don't even want to use the word soft, but I'll use the word soft. They're softer when it comes to, these relationships and interactions with men and so forth. And like I said, we definitely got to be honest. We see a difference, right? We see a difference. And I think, Chloe and Tay made some good points earlier. A lot of this stuff is based around money over here in the West. Man, what is good? What is good, everybody? And welcome back to Kandid Konvos. I'm your host, Quay Price. We got Coco on deck. Say what's up to the people, Coco.
Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday.
Man, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Man, shout out to all my Midwest people right now, man. It's going crazy, man. The snow going crazy. Hopefully y'all being careful out there, man. I don't know what's going on across the country, man. Y'all drop a comment, let me know. But then shout out to my Midwest folks, man, getting dumped on right now, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Man. Yeah, let me check in real quick, man. Let me see who checking in early, man. Shout out to Kenyatta in the building. She said happy Wednesday. What's going on, Kenyatta? Appreciate you hopping on with us tonight. Man, what's up, my guy Donovan? Hope he out there being careful in this nonsense. But I appreciate you jumping on with us tonight. Let's see. Shout out to the real one in the building. He said, hello, everyone. What's going on, the real one? Appreciate you hopping on with us tonight as well. Let's see. She said Donovan is tuning in. He's working in all this mess. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, be careful out there, man. It's a lot going on. Yeah, it's a lot going on, man. Ice everywhere. So yeah, all my life I said, Midwest folks on the road, man. Be careful out there, man. It ain't worth getting hurt over, man. Be careful out there. And what's up to my guy Vince in the building? He said, hey fam, what's going on, Vince? Appreciate you hopping on with us tonight, man. Hope you being safe out there, man. I know you getting the same stuff we getting, man. So yeah, hope you being safe out there. All right, cool, man. I said, with that being said, man, we're gonna get right to it tonight. We ain't gonna play too long, man. So we're gonna get right on to it, man. So topic for tonight, Black love could be simple, but yeah, it's always a but. It's always a but, man. Let me run that back, man. Black love could be simple with the infamous but on the end. Okay, well, we're going to get right to it. We got a couple down here. We'll see what we get through. Let's see what I feel like tonight. We're going to get right to it. You ready, Coco? You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's get right to it.
Are the women that they supposed to be? Where are they to find the good men?
Well, with respect, I would have to disagree.
And they are the women that they supposed to be. Where are they to find the good men?
Well, with respect, I would have to disagree that women aren't supposed to find men. That's actually very masculine to go out on the hunt. Mm-hmm. I think the question is, where can these women be found? And this is going to hurt, but ladies, if you feel invisible to these type of men, it's because they have seen something in you that disqualifies you.
You know what? Hold on a second. I can't tell you how often it is that, and I agree with you that it's really not about them trying to find him. It's that if they're around, if they're available, they've already seen enough to let them know you ain't the one.
So men are always scanning, men are always hunting. And ladies, when you stand out for the right reasons, it's not long before men are like, she got a man? Is she spoken for? You know, whose girl is that? That's just how men are.
Yes.
So you don't really have to do anything to get their attention. Of course, be pleasant, speak, make eye contact, all of the cordial things that we talk about. But I hate to say it, but the good ones, we don't stay single for long. And I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but I think, again, it's so out of order where women think I can do whatever I want to do for as long as I want to do it. And when I see him, oh yeah, let me get all cleaned up and prettied up and, lower my voice. And now he's really, he hasn't seen the likes of me yet. It's too late. He's already seen you. Because the other thing women misunderstand about men don't just run in head first. As women, we are impulsive. We are chaotic. We are emotional. If we feel it, we're going to act on it. If we think it, we're going to say it. Men have learned that type of action could cost them their life. So men always wait and observe, and they are watching for consistency. He's going to watch for a while and see how you continually show up. You got to get over your ego and your pride and realize men do the asking.
Yeah.
So they're the ones looking.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's crazy. And ladies, you got to think about it. If you're not getting the outcomes you want and your girlfriends are co-signing everything and saying, you go girl, and I love that outfit and this and that, they're not really your friends. You spend so much time being influenced by all these other women who don't even have the outcomes you want. It's the men that have the ring. It's the men that you actually want to be in a relationship with and want to have children with, and you're focused on what your girlfriends are thinking.
Okay, I guess we're gonna get right on to it tonight. So tonight we're talking Black love could be simple with the infamous but. Okay, let me check these comments real fast. We're going to come right back to it, man. Shout out to my guy Civil in the building. He said, great topic. Really looking forward to the episode. Yeah, no, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate you hopping on with us tonight. I said, if y'all haven't already, smash that like button. Likes are free. Smash that like button for us. All right, Victoria Williams in the building. She said, hey, what's going on, Victoria? Appreciate you hopping on with us. Hope you're being safe out here. So I know you up in the Midwest as well. So we catching the snow right now. So hope you're being safe out here. But we appreciate you hopping on. Okay, so yeah, we can get right on into it, man. So y'all saw the video, man. I don't know, Coco. I don't know. I see JR down here as well. I I'm gonna be straight up, listen. I'm gonna just kick this on off. I'm gonna be straight up with this one. I don't even know if I have that much to say. This young lady in the video, and I'm not even sure what her name is. I need to go find out who she is, but she stated nothing but facts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she stated nothing but facts. I can't even sit here and try to front like she didn't. She stated nothing but facts. Yeah, but one thing that she mentioned that I think is key is she talked about men observing, or essentially, as she described it, scanning, but it's basically men observing, and also essentially taking calculated risk when it comes to, you know, the type of woman that they're going to engage with. And I think she was spot on. I think she was spot on with that, because men are definitely very observant. They may not say a lot. And let me just preface with this. The guy that a lot of ladies say that they want, that man is going to be very observant. And he's going to be checking you out ahead of time, seeing how you move, seeing who you cool with. He's going to be doing all that, because at the end of the day, he's got to think about the fact that if he brings you into what he's got going on, you know what I'm saying, is that going to be a bad thing, or not? You know what I'm saying? Or basically, or would that risk be high? But with that point I just made, I'm gonna throw just a second video that just came across before we got on this show that I think kind of touches a little bit of what this young lady was saying, and we're gonna come back to it.
Well, does this show make you want to still get married?
Girl, yes, I am a wife. I am not no streetwalker. And I'm upset I'm still in the street. Like, what's going on?
Why are you still in the streets?
Because
I know your DMs are full. Are you just not
not
wanting
full of
to
the
look?
right fertilization. There's not the right gas. Okay. I take premium. It's getting very much regular unleaded. Thank you.
What type of man is Tamar
A good
attracted
man.
to? What
That's
does
it.
that mean anymore?
A good. Let's start there. You find that, and then we can go down.
She's like, it's tough out here. Really?
Yeah.
Just a good man.
Start with the good man.
I think people are. We talked about this, and we were saying that sometimes people might feel intimidated because you are a type of woman who
Oh my God, it
knows
drives me crazy.
what you want.
No. Listen, let me tell you something. There are so many successful women nowadays. I think it's irresponsible to entertain this conversation. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that is not a deficit in a relationship because your woman is balling and a boss.
True.
You understand what I'm saying? And we got to like change that conversation.
All right. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that up real quick because I said before we got on this show, that video came over. And I'm like, man, how unique the timing on that video coming over, and then tying that back to what the young lady said in the first video about these men observing something about you and then deciding if you are worth the risk to pursue you and bring you into what they got going on. I said, then, you know, and I'm not going to take no shots, but it is what it is. Y'all just saw video number 2. So yeah, I mean, we gotta be real about that. Go ahead. You want to say something, Coco?
Well, I've been saying this for a long time, you know, and we said we're going to be honest in 2026 because we're just not pulling any punches anymore. Like, I've been saying that women in general, because obviously I don't know every woman alive or living, but I've been saying that women in general are out of order. Women are out of order. They are. And we've also been talking about the unrealistic expectations. Now, we all know that Tamar is, you know, she's a celebrity. She's in a certain income tax bracket. We get that. We understand that. And I personally have always been rooting for her. I have always been rooting for her. I really have. I think she's great. She's incredibly talented and all of that. But she's talking about regular unleaded gas. That's all she got in her DMs. And I got to be honest, and I have to say, Tamar, have you done an assessment of where you are? Because where you are personality-wise is you're very much regular unleaded gas. You're very much that. That's your level. Your level has found you. They found you. They in your DMs. They know. We've all been watching you. Unfortunately, you've lived your life very loudly and very publicly. And we all feel like we've seen a decent amount. We've seen it all. And there is a common denominator in these situations, baby. And it's you. It is you. It is you. So at what point do you take a look at yourself? And she's, listen, she represents a lot of women that are in the same mindset, right? So she's a good representation of what men are seeing out here. And I don't think maybe she doesn't grasp that because of her notoriety, her influence, her celebrity. So maybe she just doesn't understand. If you took away the money, baby, you would be regular unleaded without question, no doubt. You would. And I don't mean that as an insult at all, because we have to really check our temperature. You know what I'm saying? I have to check my temperature quite often too. You have to do regular assessments of yourself. And the truth of the matter is all those regular men are in your DMs because they think they got a shot, and they think they got a shot because they see what you got going on, baby girl. They see it. So why not give it a shot? Why not try? Let's just be honest. And I think that the woman in the first video made a good point. She's like, the men should be coming to you. You shouldn't be hunting men. You shouldn't be. And let's clear this too for 2026. A man does not care if you balling. He don't care if you got a good job, you're making good money. Why would he want you to be broke, busted, and disgusted and be with him? Why would he choose that as his legacy? He wouldn't. So it's not about the money. It's about your behavior. It's about how you act. And it's about how you carry yourself. That's why the woman in the first video said that men are paying attention. And if those type of men, she said it, did she not? If those types of men are passing you up, it's because they've already did an assessment and they didn't see the value. They didn't see it. So, that's all I have to say. Obviously, there's a lot we don't know about her as a person, but just what you've seen us, you showed us so much, probably more than we really needed to see. And we know probably more than we really should know at this point about you. And I think that she's a good case study for this particular topic of conversation.
Yeah, that's why I said the video was just interesting that the video got sent over right before we got on the show. And I'm like, well, let me just go ahead and throw that up since it came over. Because at the end of the day, that's a prime example. It's just the behaviors, it's the mindset. And it's just like when you see as a man, you know what I'm saying, when you're looking for your significant other, when you're looking for the woman you want to connect with and have your children and start your family, and you see these types of behaviors, it's going to be an instant turnoff. Yep. And that's going to be the young lady that he's going to bypass on, because at the end of the day, once again, you are representing him. Because we always talk about, or I'm not going to say we always talk about, but I see this posted a lot on social media, and folks are always saying the woman is the reflection of you. Yeah, they're always saying that the woman is a reflection of you. The woman is a reflection of you. And it's like, okay, cool. If that's the case, then don't you think that this man has to go through a risk assessment before he, pursues on this young lady? If this young lady is going to be the representation of him, if she's going to have his last name, like, do we not think that a man in his right mind will have to check her out, do a little due diligence before he lock in with her? So, yeah, once again, we got to think about our behavior. And like I said, this thing we want, this thing we say we want, this black love we say we want, it could be simple, but we keep messing up. Yeah, that's just what it is. We keep messing up. Yeah, we keep messing up. But let me check back with the panel. I see we got Beatboxer hopped on, JR down low. I don't know if y'all want to say anything. If y'all good, let me know. We'll keep it moving. Let's say we gonna get straight to it tonight. Go ahead, JR.
Yeah, happy Wednesday. And one thing for sure, Mr. Price, I ain't low. I know that.
Oh, man, come on, man. I wouldn't even. Here you go with right out the gate, man. What's going on, JR?
I think it's just one of those things there, yeah. Like I would say it to my mum, right? I'm like, hey, mum, I understand that, why women of today are like this. I understand, right? Because of the men of the yesteryear. Cool. So if it means that the ladies of today now got to have their turn, whipping the men of today. It is what it is. It's fair game. Men had their chance. The women got their chance today. Now, but here's the difference though. When the men of the yesteryear was doing whatever they was doing to the men, sorry, to the women of the yesteryear, I wasn't alive. Now, fast forward to 2026, I'm part of that pool, right? And for the men of today, we've just been speaking and saying that, hey, we know we're not perfect, right? But there's a bigger issue here at play. The women of today, Mr. Price, are problematic. And it's just as simple as that. Because if you go on social media, right, today in 2026, it's more women that are calling women out on their behaviors than men calling men out on men's behaviors. Men's problems are men improve, be a better human being, right? But they're not talking about the butchery stuff, doing stuff to women. But what men are complaining about is what women are actually doing to men, where it's like, hey, this is not good enough for a relationship. But they don't want to seem to understand that. And then we get into the whole argument of pointing the fingers at each other. Women's fault, men's fault, this is that, this. So it's like, how about we just sit there and understand? Men, we understand we ain't perfect. We know where we go wrong. We know that, hey, we got to fix up and do better. But you can't say that to women because they just don't have to. Why?
You say they just don't have to, and then you said why. So let me ask you this, JR. How much of a role do you think men play in women feeling like they don't have to do better?
Oh yeah, that's where we go back to the men, Mr. Price. 100% men. Because then that would go back to the point of the men of the yesteryear, right? And then we talk about somebody's then got take lead or take charge and want to fix the situation. Now, I'm not saying that men have been screaming from the mountaintops from day one. Probably more of recent times, because we say, hey, you know what? Enough is enough. We're having these conversations with each other and whatnot, and we're trying to mine it out. And like I keep saying, instead of pointing the fingers at women, let's get that solution. Why are women acting this way? And I'm gonna keep it real, Mr. Price. It's the men, right? Like I said, we started it. So I'm not gonna say like, oh, lady, no, we started it. So how do we get to the other phase of, okay, how can we now progress and start fixing the situation? And that's not me pointing fingers at women or men, more in general. How?
Yeah, so I understand that. And my response to that would be, once again, the work is on both sides, right? So we're slowly seeing a change, right? So we're slowly seeing some women saying, you know what, we've been dropping the ball. I got to change it up. Yeah, I've been playing too long. I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? I do need somebody. I don't know what I was thinking a couple years ago. I got caught up in the stuff, and it's like, now it's time for me to get it together, right? So we're seeing some of that. And then, you know what I'm saying, on the flip side with the fellas, we seeing some change in some fellas as well. Not all fellas, not all women. Yeah, but certain people are making a decision that they want to do something different, right? But at the end of the day, even with making that change, there still has to be some standards. Yeah, but I think that's the piece that is in limbo, the standards piece. Still accepting things that are part of the problem for some short-term gains is still a problem. Yeah, but that's what the men will do in that situation. We'll accept some of those issues for short-term gain because we want some quick turnaround or some quick benefit. But in turn, we still end up festering and extending the problem.
Miss Coco, and that's why she would call herself, what petrol did she label herself?
She said she premium.
Premium, because of the men. Does that make sense? So that's what I said. It's not about pointing fingers, right? Because we ain't gonna be messy in 2026, right?
Right.
So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, let's go in on whatever name is, right? Because I don't know her. So that's what I said. She's got the right to call herself premium because, hey, we make her feel as if she's premium, right? So who was to be blamed? And that's where we're gonna try and mine it out. And like you said, the short-term gratification ain't good for the men, because they miss premium, amongst other ladies then want to think that they miss premium. So yeah.
But you know what, JR, I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna keep moving, man. I'm gonna buck one of your points, man. And you talking about we not pointing the finger. No, we still gotta point some fingers. Let me just keep it all the way real, because some of this stuff is clownage. It's this straight clown behavior. Yeah, but that's part of the problem, right? We did away with a lot of things that exposed clown behavior. One being shame. We did away with a lot of these things. Yeah, we want to consider everybody feelings and don't, everybody want to be nice and all that garbage. So then a lot of this stuff that folks out here doing, this stuff just festers and it spreads like wildfire. It spread like some type of disease. Yep, and then people over time start believing or feeling like this stuff is right. And let's just be honest, it still ain't right. Yep, going back to the video, just because you call yourself premium don't mean you premium. Like just self-proclaimed premium. Like ain't nobody validated nothing. Like ain't no audit. Like who did the audit on that? Like So some of this stuff still clownish. So we still gonna point this nonsense out, because at the end of the day, you still got to understand that it's wrong. Yeah, but that goes for anybody, men and women. Yeah, this stuff still got to be pointed out. So I'll be the first one to say it. It ain't premium. Yep, if it was premium, it'd be snatched and Cassidy done moved on, and you have somebody's last name on you, and that'd be that. But it ain't premium. So it's like we got to come up out of this mindset, just self-proclaiming stuff, and then going back to the video number 1 where the young lady said these men are observing things about you, which is why they passing on you. We sitting here trying to act like we ignoring, like that ain't how that work, or we just going to ignore that part. Yep, and if anything, that's very true. Yep, I don't care if he's a high class dude, a middle class dude, low class dude. Dudes are observant. Yep, they watch things. They may not always be talking, but they watch things. And they watch how you move. They watch how you talk, how you speak. They watch to see if you cook. Like they looking at things, and then they gonna make a decision regardless of what level, man. Yeah, so we can't keep just breezing over this stuff like this. This is not how it is, because this is how it is. Let me check back in with the panel. Vince, Beatboxer. I don't know if y'all want to say anything. Just come off mute, say whatever you want to say. Who's that?
Yeah,
Vince.
I want to say something about Tamar. Now, she had a husband.
Yeah.
She's married for a long time. And I think a certain sector of people, now that we think that we have better options because of social media, we're thinking, okay, well, if I leave this, I can get something better. And I think a lot of people don't understand is you might not get anything better. I mean, but a lot of people are in this time are leaving because they're unhappy. The thrill is gone. They're not leaving for abuse and neglect and real stuff. They thinking, okay, well, I'm still young. I'm 42. I still, I can go out there and get me a BBL and get my titties up, and I can go out there and get me somebody else. Or a dude saying, I can leave my wife and I can go get me a young girl who's going to do what I tell her to do. And then when they get out there, especially for the people that have been in relationships and been in marriages, that person has already imprinted on you. And I'm pretty sure it's pretty hard for Tamar, because on the outside, you looking in, Vince did everything for her. He spoiled her. Because I don't know if y'all looked at the show. They had the Braxton show, and she was younger, and he was the producer, and and so if she looking for that, she ain't gonna get it. That's why she thinks she premium, because her husband treated her like she was premium. And she probably think that she's going to get that treatment again. And the sad thing about it is that she probably never will.
Yeah. No, I understand what you're saying, man. And I said, I think, once again, that back to that mindset, it's like you got to think about that while you in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she needed to be moving different while she was in that situation with her husband. You know what I'm saying? If he was spoiling her, you know what I'm saying, and prioritizing her, it's like maybe you should have did the same for him in that situation, so that y'all, you didn't get to this point where you're out here playing in these streets. Because she said point blank, she tired of being out in these streets, and it's like, but if you displaying street mindset, you know, and these men are observing you bouncing from dude to dude to dude, then what do you what do you think's going to happen? But yet you still calling it premium. And it's like it's not premium to these candidates out here. So it's like like I said, once again, this black love could be simple, man, but but y'all keep playing with it. Go ahead, Coco.
Can I just make one point too? And I'm gonna put Victoria, I'm gonna put your comment up because I just want to pull it up about Tamar. You know, she has admitted that she has been through some things, and I think, you know, the show kind of took her through some things as well, stuff that we didn't see. And so I understand that, and I've always rooted for her for that reason, because I think there's more to it, obviously, that we don't know, right? And I get that. So I've always kind of been rooting for her, like, come on, girl, like, I believe in you, and I still do. But let's take it off of her for just a second and just use her situation as a case study. Let's take it off her personally, because there's, of course, a lot we don't know. Someone in a situation where they have gone through some things and they need to heal, and they're saying, well, I just need to be with somebody that understands I've been through something and I need to heal. Here's the issue with that. Unfortunately, I see a lot of women talking about healing, but I can't see any proof that they've done the real work. They just said, I'm healed now, you know, like maybe they did go to therapy and they talked to somebody, and that's great. And that's definitely a start, but I just don't think that that's enough alone. There needs to be some work done on you personally, right? Like you need to change some things about you. Talking to somebody about it is great, but if you're going to talk to somebody and feel better about talking about it, but then you don't make any kind of adjustments to yourself, how is that real healing? Yes, you feel better, but are you better? And I see a lot of women wanting to cut corners and then say I'm healed, and then want a man to come into their lives, and he expecting that man to, you know, to kind of still deal with some of these partially broken pieces that she done take together. You know, she got them, you know, they take together with Gorilla Glue and paper clips. And she's like, I'm healed. And men are just not willing to deal with that. And really, you shouldn't ask a person to deal with that. Like, I want to come into a situation. Y'all want emotionally intelligent, stable men. That's what y'all want. That's what you keep asking for. So if that's what you want and that's what you're asking for, that's what you're looking for, an emotionally intelligent, stable man is not going to deal with all of that. They're not going to deal with that unless you come with a really humble attitude, and he can see something in you about your personality. He's like, she a little rough around the edges, but I can work with it. Then maybe. But if you can't be boisterous, tell some you a boss chick and you this and you premium and you all of that, and knowing that you got some stuff that on you, you got some stuff on you, and you know that you do, but you got that attitude and you want a man to deal with it. And unfortunately, I say just use her situation as a case study, not her personally, because there's a lot of women that are saying the same things. I'm healed, I've done the work. But you can't tell at all when you look at them in the way that they carry themselves that they've done any real work. And so, you know, like, I think that we're stopping that in 2006. We're being honest. Like, there is work that we all need to do. So we're not for 1 second about to sit up here and let you say you're healed because you look like you might have did something, you know, like, but on the inside, like, you still broken. There's broken pieces. And, you know, we not bleeding on people in 2026. We doing the work.
Yeah, no, that's real right there. I appreciate that. Let me get this comment real quick. Let's see. Shout out to the Real Black Lexicon. He says she doesn't seem to know these things. They are taught. That lesson wasn't provided to her like so many. You know what, Black Lexicon, I got an issue with this, right? Because at the end of the day, I do agree everything is not always taught. But at the same time, you should get to a point where you want to do something different. Yep, and I feel like we can't continue to use that as an excuse. If we're saying that we want relationships, we want marriages, we want all these things, but like Coco said, we're not actually doing any work. Yes, the work is not, it's not makeup. It's not putting on hair. It's not getting no surgeries. You know, for a man, it's not just, you know, you acquiring some money. Like, work involves actual prioritization on the internal things or the internal issues or problems that you got going on. You're addressing trauma. You're working through things, getting your body together, getting your weight together. I mean, it's forgiving people. Like, like work actually involves actions, some actionable items that you got to check off the list. Yep, and to Coco's point, that's not what happens out here. But then, you know, people will sit back and use this excuse. You know, I wasn't taught that. I never seen that. But, you know, no. So let me just be blunt. You seen it. You seen it somewhere. If even though you didn't see a successful marriage, let's just say directly in your family, you done seen one somewhere. At an uncle level, a grandparent level, a neighbor level, a teacher level, you done seen a successful marriage somewhere. Yeah, if you done seen somebody who done put in some work, you know what I'm saying, to heal their traumas and get their mind right, you done seen it somewhere. Yeah, but at the end of the day, have you actually made a decision that you want to be better? Yep, and then two, have you actually put some actions around that so you can get some results of being better? Yep, and that's usually where it falls flat. Yeah, people don't want to put the effort in. They just want to say I'm healed so they can hurry up and get to the relationship. Then they get in the relationship and that thing collapsed because you was capping the whole time. You just wanted some instant results, some instant gratification. So yeah, no, in 2026, man, we can no longer leave this as an, you know, use that as an excuse, man. At the end of the day, you've seen better. So you got to make a decision. You got to go out here and do it. It's just that simple. Let me check with Beatbox. I know he was the last one. I know if you want to say something, man.
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I was just making sure. My internet's been going crazy. My 1-year-old took the internet off the connection, and yeah, she's been wilding today. God bless her. Yeah, I view Tamar as the squeaky wheel for a family. There's like a lot of chaos that I think her mother and father, like I think her father cheated. Her mother's bitter. You can tell, like, they grew up in some sort of chaos, and Tamar's the one, like, hey, the house is on fire, and everybody's like, is it? That's why I think she's wilding so much. And I do agree with Coco that I do root for her because I do feel as though that she's the only one saying there's something wrong with the family dynamics. No, it comes off very toxic. It comes off crazy. And that's why she's not getting the results she's getting, because she's a little off. And even the sister that died, she was the one that died recently. She was the one that would say, hey, something's wrong with the family dynamics here. So yeah, I'm sympathetic to Tamar, but on the other hand, she's not ready to. She just has to die alone. No, I'm sorry, Tamar, it's over. Because I don't think she's going to do the work. I just don't think it's going to happen. I don't think. Recently, apparently, she's been dealing with a married man. Have y'all been hearing about that?
Yeah, sort of. I have been hearing about that.
Yeah, and I don't watch blogs or anything, but that just came through. I'm like, oh no, and the guy, I'm like, come on, Tamar. Like, I just don't think she's willing to do the work that it takes to be with somebody. I just don't think she's willing to do it. And that's unfortunate because she wants it. You can see it, but I don't know. I don't think she wants to do it. That's just my opinion.
Okay. Well, somebody said, Civil said, as a wise man once said, it's over. Oh, come on, man.
Hey, man, it's over.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, yeah, it is what it is. Let me get this comment. Let's see. Kenyatta said, don't nobody want to deal with her or family. Yeah, no. And I think, and like I said, this the thing. This is not, let me just clarify. This is not specifically a Tamar issue, right? This is a mindset issue. Yeah, there are a lot of people, I'll just say people in general. There are a lot of people that have the mindset similar to Tamar. And that is really what we're speaking to. And that's where the change has to take place. Yeah, it's not her directly. Like I said, it's really the mindset. That's really what it is. I see Herschel done hopped on. What's going on, man? You all right, man? Let me check in with you real quick.
What's going on, everybody? Y'all doing?
Doing good. How you doing, man? How you handling that snow, man? 'Cause I'm sure you dealing with it too, right?
Yep. Took about an hour and a half to get home from work.
Oh, wow.
Man.
Happy New Year, my brother.
All right. Happy New Year, man. How you been?
Good.
What's up? Glad to see
Okay,
everybody.
yeah. Same here, man. Same here. Glad you hopped on, man.
All right.
But yeah, no, it's just it's the mindset. It's the mindset, and listen, I think that's the piece that folks got to be ready to change. It's the mindset. Go ahead, Coco. You can say something.
Can we play her video real quick again? I know we had a couple people join.
Which one?
The Tamar video.
Yeah. Hold
Can we
on.
run it back?
Does this show make you want to still get married?
Girl, yes, I am a wife. I am not no streetwalker. And I'm upset I'm still in the street. Like, what's going on?
Why are you still in the streets?
Because
I know your DMs are full. Are you just not
not
wanting
full of
to
the
look?
right utilization. There's not the right gas. Okay. I take premium. It's getting very much regular unleaded. Thank you.
What type of man is Tamar
A good
attracted
man.
to? What
That's
does
it.
that mean anymore?
A good. Let's start there. You find that, and then we can go down.
She's like, it's tough out here. Really?
Yeah.
Just a good man.
Start with the good man.
I think people are. We talked about this, and we were saying that sometimes people might feel intimidated because you are a type of woman who
Oh my God, it
knows
drives me crazy.
what you want.
No. Listen, let me tell you something. There are so many successful women nowadays. I think it's irresponsible to entertain this conversation. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that is not a deficit in a relationship because your woman is balling and a boss.
True.
You understand what I'm saying? And we got to like change that conversation.
All right. I don't know if did you want to say some additional on that, Coco? Or you good? You just want to run it back. Just come off mute.
No, I just wanted to. I wanted to run it again because I know we asked people to join, tune in, and Hirsch joined, and I don't know if he wanted to see it as well. So I just wanted to run it back.
Okay. Yeah. No doubt. Yeah. No, we just, like I said, once again, we just wanted to speak to the mindset. Because I said that's really the key in all this. Let me get these comments to see. Kenyatta said, like most women, she can't explain what a good man is. Yeah, you know what, Kenyatta, you know what. Yeah, don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on that. You know what? No, let me go and get started on that. Ladies, I know we got some ladies in the comments. What is a good man? I need somebody to give me some type of talk, some points or something. What is a good man to y'all? So when y'all say that, what is a good man? I need to hear something. Ladies, help me out. Somebody drop something, let me know. Let's see. Victoria said, let's see, she has to listen. Yeah, no, she definitely got to listen. She definitely got to do some listening. Yeah, y'all let me know what that is, because I need to hear something from y'all so I understand that. So should I go on? Should I just hold tight with?
Go ahead.
All right, let me keep going.
Moment for me right now. I had some car trouble this morning, apparently. I'm on the side of the road. Instead of thinking about how much money this is going to cost, instead of thinking about what repairs I need, what's going through my mind right now is the fact that I don't have no man to call in a time like this. I don't have no man that can sit here on the phone and wait while I'm waiting for this tow truck. I don't have a man to come meet me so that I don't get snatched up by this tow truck driver. I don't have a man to call to sit on the phone with me while I'm getting the tow truck. I don't have a man to meet me at the mechanic. I think it's time for us to accept we need men. As much as we say we don't, we need men.
You know what? I gotta come. I see Beatbox. You swung first. I was coming to Vince, but now I'm coming to you, man. What's up, Beatbox? Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
She needs a man when life hits you in the ass. Like, are we utilities? That's all we are. Oh no, my car got broken down, so I need you to do the things I don't want to do. No, thank you. You do it your damn self. You do it yourself. And there's so many videos of this. There's one older lady. She lived in Louisiana. She's taking her daughter over to LSU, I don't want to take my daughter an hour away to LSU and get her to this and that. I want a man to do it. Well, get your baby daddy to do it. What are we talking about? Why men should not just be, we're not just walking, talking utilities. We're much more. We got feelings too. We got wants and desires. And the only time you're like, oh, I need a man is when car troubles happens, or you need roof repair, or you need your car, like, or in our situation as far as Black folks, I need a man to deal with my children that aren't his. Come on, bro. Like, listen, that's all. No, I'm not gonna use that phrase. But you got it. We're more than that. We just are. If a man was like, it's not the same thing. But if a man was to say it's it's nighttime, he's like, man, wish a woman was here to do some stuff with me. Yeah, exactly. And women would be losing their minds. They'd be like, we're much more than that. We more than this and that. Okay, great. I agree with you. So I'm more than a wrench or a nail or anything else. I don't know, man. I'm tired of this. I'm tired.
I ain't mad at you, man. Let me come to Vince, man. Vince, what you say about this, man?
I kind of get her point a little bit, but I think what women are missing out is, what are you doing to deserve that type of treatment? You know, a lot of ladies want men to be chivalrous and be the men of old, but you can barely get a lady to smile at you. I wonder how's her attitude in the streets, at the market. You have nobody. You don't have a friend. You have a cousin, brother, no friend. So that might be something wrong with you.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was single, I did look around sometimes like, man, I wish I had me a nice young fox here to bring me something to eat.
I'm not mad, man. I'm not mad, man. But you know what? This is the this would be my question to this though, right? Because I know we talking. Like I said, Black love could be simple, but like I said, we always messing it up, right? So this will be my question to this, and the young ladies who think like this young lady thinks. Whatever happened to I guess the question is, whatever happened to your resume? Yeah, and what I mean by that is people used to move off of their resume. So they knew what they had achieved, what they were, what they was out here doing, what type of personality they had, what they was bringing to a relationship, right? So that was kind of it's kind of what they would lead with, right? But in these scenarios, I don't hear these ladies doing that. It just gets articulated with, I wish I had this man here to do A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, but it's like, it's never, what I'm saying? I'm a nice person. So why the fellas don't want to help me out? Or, I like to cook, what I'm saying? So why the fellas don't want to come help me out and I cook for them? And it's like, it's never a lead with your qualities or with your benefits. It's just always, why these dudes ain't doing it. Yeah, right. Selfish. It's like, why these dudes ain't doing this for me? And it's just like, who are you? Like, once again, going back to video number 1, where she said the men are observant. It's just like, ladies. Yep, if you in a situation like this, where you out here with your car, and listen, there's some comments that people dropped, that's valid to this situation, right? But it's like, if you in a situation like this and you telling me you ain't got no dudes you can call, no friends, no baby daddies, no daddies, no neighbors, like you ain't got nobody you can call. It's like, at any point, do you question if that's a you problem?
They need to call on Jesus. That's what they need to call
on. Man, something, man. It's not making sense, man. It's not making sense. And I'm just trying to figure out what is going on. Yeah, what is going on in the mindset? Yeah, to your point, beatboxer, men are not just utilities. We not just fix stuff. Like, we got personalities, we got feelings, we human. You know what I'm saying? We want something a little soft to lay up next to. Like, we want a meal, you know what I'm saying? We want to be able to take care of a family and provide. Like, we not just utilities. And it's like, is this the only time that you thinking, oh, I need a man? You know what I'm saying? When you in a jam, now all of a sudden now you need a man, but okay, when your car running, then what? Then how you feel? Do you feel that same way then? So I don't know, man. Once again, this thing seems like it could be so simple, man, but the way people thinking, it's just it's just killing it. Go ahead. You want to say something, Coco?
I was just gonna say, like as a woman, this may be unpopular opinion, but I feel her. I feel where she's coming from. When stuff like that happen, I want a man around too. But see, here's the difference. I know I didn't want to be in that situation, so I did what I had to do so that I wouldn't be in that situation. So I could be like, I got a man I could call. Listen, I feel her. I don't want to be in that situation without a man to call either. Okay, she's not wrong for feeling the way she feels now. She's not wrong for feeling that way. At least not from my opinion, because I feel the same way. But then you got to do what you got to do to get what Diamond say. You know what I'm saying? Got to do what you got to do to get what you want. You got it's what we not playing it. It's 2026. We all grown. What is it that you need to change? What do you need to adjust? What do you need to do? You know what I mean? Let's just be let's be honest, because there's a man that will be there for you to call. He will come and he will wait with you and he will talk with you and he will meet you they'll do all of that for you, girl. But what can you do? What you willing to do? Let's just be honest. Y'all don't want to look, we not playing no more. It is what it is. So I mean, hey, if y'all had better attitudes, dudes might still pull over on the side of the road and ask you if you need help. But they worried about being called creeps. They worried about you videoing them and putting them up on social media. They worried about you calling the cops on them and saying you being harassed or stalked or something. So, I mean, I don't know what y'all want.
No, that's real right there. You want to say something, Vince? Go ahead, man.
Did she have a daughter? I see somebody said something about a daughter in the comments.
No, I think she was just asking that as a scenario. No, I don't think this young lady had a daughter. Yeah.
But I wanted to say something too. It's like, okay, I'm pretty sure she's sleeping with somebody. Where's that dude? I see it all the time. They be sleeping with a dude that can't do nothing for him.
That's probably the car he was using.
Oh man. Yo, wow, man. See what I'm saying? We observe it. We see things. Mm-hmm. Oh man. Yeah, no, I just yeah, no, I said if I'm gonna say anything to it, it's just like, man, we gotta look at how we be talking about and treating folks. Yeah, it's just like moving like this not gonna get you a man, sis. It's not gonna have the fellas come running to your door trying to, you know what I'm saying, wait with you while the AAA man show up. Like, this not gonna do that. Yeah, this is not going to do that. Yeah, when I ask this question all the time when I see a lot of these videos, I'm like, ladies, what are y'all trying to achieve? Yeah, it's cool. You sitting up here in your car, talking about, we actually do need men, and basically you wish you had a man to talk to you while this was going on, or you wish you had a man to pull up with you, bring some coffee so y'all can sit in the car and wait for the tow truck. Like, that's all cute, but it's like, once again, it's still skewed. And it's like, at the end of the day, what is your goal? Yeah, for the dude who would handle that business, he's sitting here listening to you like, nah, she cute and all, but no, I'm good. Mm-hmm. And that's going to be the end of it. Yeah, but see, that's another problem, ladies. Y'all got to consider that. Even the looks are being questioned now. Your fellas used to roll for some looks. Yeah, if you was a little cutie, with the little silky hair, what was it back in the day? Little chilly looking chicks. Fellas used to do all type of stuff, knowing it wasn't right. But now, as folks get older and they got more to lose and they got, situations to consider, even the looks ain't enough no more. Yeah, dudes would have pulled over. They seen you sitting over there like, oh, she a little cutie. They would have pulled over. Now, man, fellas gonna keep driving. They ain't even about to entertain it. So yeah, man, we got to say once again, we got to look at our mindset, man. We really got to look at our mindset. All right, y'all got anything else y'all want to say on this, man? I'm gonna keep going. Let's say, cause I got one more, then I got a scenario, man. Then I'm out of here, man. Y'all want to say anything on this? Y'all good? All right, cool. I'm gonna hit this next one, man. This and then I got one after that, and we go.
Recently dating a rich 29-year-old. He's been taking you to expensive dinners, $500 plus. How do I get him to spend personally? He wants to take me on vacation. Okay, so he's using you and enjoying your company, and he's spending money on you and him.
Nothing's wrong with that.
So you can't count that as money spent on you. It's $0 has been spent on you. Zero.
What?
You've gotten free food. Okay.
Oh, so
Free
money
food.
has
That's all
been
you
spent
got.
on you.
Your arm candy and dinner company. You're not benefiting directly from this man. So since he wants to go on vacation with you, you need a long list of financial obstacles in your way, keeping you from saying, yes, I can go on vacation with you. This is how you get the money. Okay. So make you a long list of all the things that you need to get checked off before you can get on a plane.
Go work.
To go on vacation. Okay. The first thing on the list is you need all your bills paid up for the month or two.
I can't even do it, man. Let me stop right there. Man, let me. Where's this?
Why you stop her? She was giving keys.
Man, keep going.
There's more. Keep going, man. There's more.
Keep going.
Man.
I want to hear more.
You need expenses to hire someone to care for Aunt Ethel while you're gone. Okay. The next thing you need is to board the dogs that Aunt Ethel has. He probably know you ain't got no dogs if you don't have no dog. But you need the money to board or hire a dog sitter or walker for the dogs that Aunt Ethel has, because that's what you normally do.
Man, I can't believe y'all had me finish that, man. Man, y'all, somebody tell me
Y'all
something.
take a note. Sprinkle, sprinkle.
I need to understand something because I've been seeing these videos lately too, and they picking up speed, if you will. Where's this narrative coming from that a man taking you out or spending money on y'all together is him somehow not spending money on you? Like where does that come from?
She doesn't get to benefit. It comes from the selfishness that we see amongst the female population, right? And when I say that, I mean the ones that think like this. Obviously, not every single woman thinks like that. The woman reacting to the video obviously didn't agree, but there's this selfishness that has been bred amongst women, where now they feel like I am the reward for you when I go out to dinner with you. I sit across from you and you get to look at how beautiful I am in my, MAC foundation and, my $500 weave and my lashes that I get done exclusively every, few weeks. And, you get to look at this and I talk to you and I give you time and I give you attention. And so, that, and then you get to eat too. Like you actually eat too. So like, how is this benefiting me? It seems like it's benefiting you more than me because I have to use my time. You're taking up my time, like I just, and I just don't entertain just anybody. So, that's you're getting what you need to get. This is reciprocity right here. Like I'm sitting across from you. So I'm just saying. So at the end of the day, like, I don't understand. This is more about you than me anyway. This is more for you. This is for you. I don't need that. What I need a bill paid. Like impress me. Like this little dinner stuff. I'm doing this for you. Like the stuff that I need done, the stuff that you can do for me is pay a bill. I got bills to pay. You know what I mean? Like I like to ride horses. I like to skydive. When I go on trips, I stay at the Ritz-Carlton. Like I don't stay. I don't stay at these other places. Like, you know, when I fly first class. So, I mean, this is what I do. So, you know, if you want to do something for me, you're doing it for me and not for you, then, you know, pay a bill because dinner is nothing. This dinner is nothing. This dinner is for you.
Yeah, that's crazy. So
This
so
is for you.
just based on that and what I've been seeing, is it even possible at this point for a man to just take a woman out, take her to dinner, and she just enjoy it?
No, dinner
Like,
is boring.
is that even impossible? I mean, is that even possible at this point?
Mm-mm. I just saw this on a movie, actually. This is how I knew it had gotten bad. It was, y'all, I'm dating myself. I watch Hallmark movies, y'all, because I don't like all of the stuff in these other movies and all of this stuff. I don't do that. I like nice, neat, predictable, funny, fun, light. That's what I do. I don't want nothing heavy in my life. It's enough heavy around me. So, and why the little cute little white girl was like, yes, and the dates, you know, and the perfect first date is not dinner, because like that's not, no, like, it has to be an activity. And I said, even the white girls in the movies want to go on an activity date now. I'm like, it done made it all the way to Hollywood. Now they want to go on an activity date. I'm like, oh, this is a real thing. Like, it's no more dinner date. Like, she didn't want to go on a dinner date till further after they had been dating for a while. Then she want to go on a dinner date. The first date need to be an activity date. I was like, oh, wow, this is really a thing.
That's crazy right there. Vince, you hear this, man? So we can't shoot the floods, man, and just get some soul food no more, man. It's over, I guess.
You can't for the dummies. See, she a dummy. And she listening to a dummy. Because they're not thinking about the long game. It reminds me when I used to go to the strip club when I was younger. And it'd be the pretty, you know, the young ones was pretty. They ain't have to do a lot of talking. They had guys waiting for them to give them a dance. But then you run across that old bitch. And she done been there a little too long. And she still thinks she Diamond from Players Club. And you like, bitch, you too old. Get away from me. I don't want no dances with you. But she still thinks she that 25 and not she that 42. She done stayed at the party too long. And see girls like that, you know, they get twirled around because you got some guys that'll spend some money on them. But you ain't looking at the long game. He might give you he might take you on vacation. But then when y'all get back home, he done with you. So it's really what you're looking for. And if you want to be a prostitute, just be a prostitute.
Okay.
Fair
Like that.
exchange ain't robbery. But don't be complaining when you get 42 and not ain't no good men out here. These men is cheap. No. You wasted your pretty. You wasted your prime years tricking.
That's real. That's real right there. Yeah, I'm trying to understand it, man. I've been seeing more and more of these videos, man. And I said these you know, ladies talking about, you know, the fellas you know, taking these young ladies out, and that's him not, you know, that's not him spending money on you and this and that. And I'm just like, I mean, once again, I don't understand it, because at the end of the day, you know, for a lot of those fellas, you know what I'm saying, they would have just shot the Fridays, got something to eat. But see, they trying to impress you. So they over here at Eddie V's trying to take you out to a nice meal. They over here at Roof Chris trying to take you out to a nice meal. They wouldn't be doing that if it was just them. They'd be on some chill stuff, getting them a little beer, catching the game, and then they'd be at the crib. And so I'm like, I don't understand how we get to a point where it's like this guy trying to take you out. Now this is him not spending money on you. And yeah, I don't understand it. Go ahead, JR. I saw you come off, man.
Yeah. Going back to the last video, right? Obviously, just if anybody wants to make more points, I did want to make a point. Going back to 2025, and to Miss Coco, right? I've brought up no, not I brought the point, but was having a conversation, right, about men getting sex first before, you know, women cooking for men and whatnot, right? And then we then say, you know what? Let's take the sex off the table. The man's gonna come in, you know, in a situation not expecting that, and then was then saying, okay, if the man's gonna take that off the table from what it is today, and then we're gonna try and come in the right way, what is it that men should expect for women, right? And the answer was, it's whatever they want to do, right? You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, cool. I understand what you're trying to say. So I didn't really pursue the point further, right? So in this video, I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, cool. I don't personally think her message is wrong, right? Because as men, that is an extension of what you would do for your wife in a relationship, right? If we break down the things that she's asking for. So obviously, if you're married, you say, hey, babe, let's go on holiday, the bills are paid. If your wife was looking after her auntie and she's the one that used to do, you know, the walk and whatnot for the dogs and whatnot, it makes sense, right? Because as men, you'd extend your resources and whatnot to your wife's family. Not that, it's an expectation or whatever it is, but we know what it is. We're here to, you know, do what we're supposed to do, not just for the immediate, but for the extension as well. So I'm not necessarily mad at her points, but I think it more goes back to when I was asking the question of, okay, let's take the sex off the table. What is it that men should expect from women? And the answer that we got was, it's whatever they want to give. And I think that's where there's that confusion in the sense of like, okay, yes, men should give these things to women, right? Because like I said, we're trying to go forward, right? Men should give these things to women. But once again, where is the part of what she's doing apart from just existing? Or it's whatever she wants to give back. But now they've kind of pinpointed it in a sense of your beauty and your existence is just that for now. But what else should the man expect in a sense of, yes, we are going to do that for you. I'm more talking not girlfriend, but, you know, wifey level type of vibe. So what should a man expect? Because yes, whatever she's listed, I'm not, like I said, I'm not mad at her for that, right? Because we're trying to go forward. But what is it that it should align with what men want?
I think the caveat is the type of woman that you're dealing with. Is she a woman who's dating intentionally? I think that matters, right? Like that context matters, because I can say, yeah, whatever she chooses to do for you, but that's only going to work with the woman that's dating with intention. That's not going to work with the chick who's saying she's 29 and she's been out to dinner with this man and she doesn't feel like he's done anything for her. Like, if you've only been out to dinner with this man, y'all not deep in y'all relationship yet. You guys are getting to know each other. He should not be paying for Aunt Bertha's or Birdie's or whoever dog sitting at that point. Y'all don't know each other well enough yet. So could a man do that? Should a man do that for his chick? Yeah. But you ain't reached his chick status yet. Like, you're not there yet. So expecting him to do those types of things when you guys are not on that level is crazy. And I think that's the issue, JR. It's not that a woman shouldn't have any expectations for a man. Are your expectations of him realistic, and are they appropriate for where you guys are in the relationship? If you're still in the dating stage, getting to know this person, you shouldn't be expecting him to do all that. You shouldn't. But the fact that this man wants to take you on vacation, okay, now you determine whether or not you know him well enough to even entertain it. See, the truth of the matter is, I don't even think y'all should be entertaining going on a vacation with a man that soon. If you still in getting to know him status, I'm not going nowhere with you where I don't trust you like that. I don't know you enough yet. I'm not doing that. But y'all do stuff like that because dating has gotten so accelerated, and it's about what you can get out of the person as quickly as possible. Whatever you can get out of them as fast as possible. For men, it's physical. For women, it's resources. Whatever I can get, how much of it I can get as quickly as possible. So I agree with you. It does sound one-sided. Like, those things to me shouldn't even become a part of the conversation until you and I are exclusive. We are exclusive. And we think that this relationship is really heading somewhere where long term. That's the only time I should be asking you to pay a bill or help me out with Aunt Birdie or anything like that. That's the only time that conversation should even come up. That shouldn't come up when we still in a dating, get to know each other phase. And as far as reciprocity goes, anything that you're willing to do for her, she should be willing to do for you. That's what's the appropriate response to that question, JR. Like, if you're willing to take her out to dinner, then she should be willing to pull her credit card out sometimes when y'all go out. You shouldn't always have to be the one paying. If you're picking her up all the time, maybe sometimes she can be like, I'll meet you there, or we can drive my car. You know what I'm saying? Or, it'll be little things like that. It doesn't even have to be anything major. It just needs to be her showing you that she's intentional about you, just like you're showing her that you're intentional about her. It just needs to be that, just that simple, right? Like, she's showing you that she's invested, not that she's just there to get whatever out of you that she can get out of you. I think that's the best way I would answer that. Like, if she's not willing to do that, meet you halfway, as somebody said in the comments, if she's not willing to do that, then she's not intentional. She's just trying to get whatever she can get. And don't waste your time with that. I think that's how you guys can tell the difference between if a woman really like you like that or not. If she's not willing to give anything or reciprocate, move around.
Yeah, no, I understand your point, and I think that's more the part that obviously, like I said, the people watching, not just for me asking a question. It's more for the men watching, the women watching. We're having a conversation, and you've reeled at some points. And as men, we're not saying like, hey, if I got to spend £500 on you, you got to spend the same on me. Nah, but we're saying that, hey, if it's a £500, meal, hey, you hold the tip. It is what it is, baby. We're good. Does that make so? That's all I think. I'm more asking, like, just read out the points, because like I said, I agree with her points that she made. So the points that you've made as well on the opposite, it makes sense. And I think it's more, that's what's kind of lacking out there. From where it's like, okay, yes, men, these are the expectations of you from women. And the vice versa, men are just asking for something in return. It's never going to be the same. It's going to be completely different. But like I keep saying, Mr. Price, you mentioned it earlier, we're not caring about each other enough. Because Ms. Carter just mentioned a point, it's about how much can we extract from the person as quick as we can. And then that's where we further miss the point.
Yep. Yeah, no, that's where it's at, man. That's where it's at. Folks are just trying to extract. They're trying to extract from each other. Unless they're then wondering why their situation is not getting any better or improving. Like you, because you over extracting from folks. You being selfish. And like I said, there's nothing good is gonna come of that. Let me just keep it a buck. Now, you can't be out here doing folks dirty and think your stuff gonna be smooth. Like, that's just not how they work. Yeah, but that's why I always ask, what is the motive behind some of these videos? Like, what are you trying to achieve? Do you think that this is gonna draw the dudes in? For some of the fellas, when they get on here on some of these videos and say some of this stuff, it's like, do you think this gonna make the ladies tingle for you? Like, nah, bruh. They laughing at you. Like, that's not going to do that. Yeah, if fellas get on this internet, flashing this little money in front of these chicks, like, that's not going to do what you think it's going to do, man. That'll get you used up. Yeah, that'll get you ran up on. That'll get you caught slipping somewhere. But that's not gonna get you a wife, a real legit lady. She not fazed by that. Yeah, she could care less. So yeah, we just, like I said, we got to think about how we moving out here, man. Like I said, once again, going back to the title, the Black Love, it could be so simple. But it's like we making this thing hard, man, by moving wrong, thinking about things wrong, looking at things wrong, treating people wrong. Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Well, I got one last one, man. This is a scenario. This is a little side topic. I just think this is an interesting little video. I got to get y'all perspective, man. So I'm gonna just address this like this, man. When y'all watch this video, man, y'all tell me who is wrong. That's what I'm trying to understand. Who's wrong in this video?
Now we gotta go inside and get some drinks. I just spilled them.
Whoa. Hold up. Wait a second. What's going on? What? Dre, Noonan. What is going on? Who are they?
I'm Faith. Yeah, I mean, I can speak. My name is Hope.
Yeah. Okay. And wait. She just said she can speak, so I'm gonna give her the opportunity. Since she want to come direct towards me, I'm gonna give her the opportunity to tell me why she's here. So, why are you here, Hope?
I mean, we just got some food. We was just gonna chill, like it was nothing serious.
Absolutely not. See, here's the thing, right? I'm a very traditional parent, right? I don't know, what type of home you guys was raised in, maybe single parent. I don't know. Nevertheless, right? But I
Please
have
don't talk
rules.
about my mom or
Okay,
my home, please.
you
Okay.
know what? Here nor there. I have rules,
I'm
right?
I'm a very traditional human, so I can speak for myself. So
Okay.
it was no disrespect though. It was no disrespect.
Okay, and let's keep it cordial, you know, ladies, because again, I don't know you all, right, and that's why I'm definitely.
Well, you know us. We just said our name.
Okay, right, but here's the thing: they know my rules, right, and my rules are no females allowed over while I'm not there, and I'm currently at work. And because I've never formally met you all, right? You just gave me a name. I don't know you from whether you are truly Hope, whether you are truly Faith. You could be Keisha and Tamika, right? Coming to steal my purse and my shoes. I don't know.
You can ask them.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you.
I apologize how they got introduced. This is No Faith and Hope, obviously. We just got them some food. We just come over here chilling, on dude, and we chilling. We ain't nothing like that.
Well, that was nice of you,
still
son, to buy them something to eat, because that's the I always tell you all, make sure you treat a female nice, especially if they deserve. And I don't know if they are too much deserving. I don't know them. They came with energy, but nevertheless. But again, you know the rules. Dre, why did you not talk your brother out of bringing them here? Come on. Why did you not tell him? Why did you not say, bro, this may not be a good idea? You know how mama is. You know mama don't allow us to have females over when she's not there. Why you didn't speak up?
I mean, I ain't a driver, so.
This is so embarrassing. Okay, they both wanted us here.
Excuse me, wait. What did you say, Hope? What did you say? I'm sorry. What did you say, Hope?
I'm just saying, like, if my mom was trying to embarrass me in front of, like, people that I brought, I would be real embarrassed. Like, that's lame.
See, we got understanding with her that we I don't take none of this personal. This is.
Oh, you don't take her serious?
No, I don't take this.
Oh, wait,
personal
I don't take it
because
serious. Oh, no,
he definitely takes me serious.
But
He
anyway,
definitely takes me serious. And so.
All right. So I know this is a little off topic, but I need to hear from y'all. Who was wrong? Is it the mama? Is it the girls, or is it the boys? Like, somebody tell me. So go ahead, Vince. I'm Vince, and I'm gonna come to Herschel right after that. Go ahead, Vince.
All of them.
You say all of them.
But I put more responsibility on the mother. But I caught something.
Go ahead.
Was she trying to blame them for having being raised by a single parent? She didn't say nothing about her husband. She said, "Mama don't allow them over." What? It's usually when people are married, we were like, we don't allow them in. You know what I'm saying? So you try. But anyway, I think the mama and I think the girls didn't have no respect. As soon as the mama said something, I would have dropped the bag and went, y'all gotta take me home. I ain't gonna sit. I'm not sitting up there having a conversation with nobody's mama from a ringtone. So I think it was the mama, and then it also shows that she don't really respect her sons, because she should have talked to the sons. It had nothing to do with the little girls. They were innocent. They didn't know what was going on. But you know how that go.
Right.
These women trying to over-parent their sons.
Okay, we're gonna leave that right there. I'm coming to Herschel, man. Herschel, what you say, man? Who wrong, man? Who wrong?
Yeah, I agree. I was literally gonna say all of the above and different aspects of it. First of all, the boy is supposed to know the rules, but we've all been there as young kids. We try to get away, but now I don't see how that even works. You should know you have a Ring camera. How you even come into the front door? That's just stupid right there. But anyway, then the young ladies, they were totally out of line. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, me growing up, I know you don't speak to a spoken to, and then you definitely don't just start trying to interrupt adults, and cut them off, and then you don't, that was just all wrong right there. And then the mama just, and from what like Vince said, she shouldn't have even took it that far. It should have just been like, hey, y'all not going in. Hey, take them back home. All right, I'll see you when I get off work, and be done with it. And we'll talk about it later. Like she over here having a talk show, like a reality show, having a conversation with these young little girls whose brains ain't even fully developed. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't have a logical like lecture conversation like that with those girls. Clearly are, and then their parents, you know what I'm saying, they may be like, who is this little woman talking to my kids like that, you know what I'm saying? If they knew that, it's just a lot of just crash outs in this whole situation. And it's just like, it's all bad, it's all bad. So, but yeah, well, mama should have just if she had her stuff a little tighter, that could have been avoided, I think, yeah. Okay. But all of them was wrong, all of them. They all need to be on punishment.
I ain't mad at that. B-Boxer, man, I want to hear from you, man. Who wrong, man?
I only think there's two parties wrong. I think most of the blame needs to go to the mother, and then secondary is the sons. The reason, the way it went is all on the, like, if you're the older party, it's on you, right? That's just how I feel, right? If my kid's acting a while, and it's a reflection on me, and I probably did something wrong, and I got to fix that. She's going back and forth with children that aren't hers, right? I got problems with that. Unless somebody's trying to beat somebody up or do something, you don't go back and forth with somebody else's children. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel. Unless it's something dire. And the girls matched their energy. They just did. So I'm not mad at how they responded, because they're teenagers. That's what they're going to do. They're going to pop off too. Like, I'm not going back. I'm addressing my children. Hey, why are you doing this and bringing them over here to my house? Send them home. I'm not going to go back and forth about it. Like, I'm not doing that. And I agree with Vince. Like, where's the daddy? See, because if it's a man, I'm not doing this back and forth stuff with nobody. This is what's going to be, and get the hell out of here. There's not going to be this. What we just saw. And I'm giving the girls some grace, because they didn't know what was going on. They had no idea that, like, that was the rules. Then this older person's talking crazy to them. Oh yeah, I'm cool with. Hey, listen, you talking crazy? Because I was that kid. Hey, I don't know you. You talking crazy to me? I'll go back and forth with you. Shit, I'm a younger millennial. I'll go back and forth. I have no qualms doing that. So that's how I feel. If I don't know you and I'm not necessarily doing anything wrong, and I have no idea what's going on, yeah, we can do that. Let's see what happens. So this is how I feel. And I just feel also like the way she was doing back and forth, she was emasculating her sons, and that's a problem in and of itself. We gotta stop emasculating our boys. She was like dressing them down and making them look crazy. They were wrong, no doubt, but you do that in the house, not in front of people. You're embarrassing your boys like that. I don't know, man. That's just how I feel.
Okay, I ain't mad at it. Go ahead, Coco. You want to say something?
So if I told you not to bring no girls to the house, you're going to get embarrassed. You're going to get embarrassed. Okay? We bringing shame back in 2026. Because I told you not to bring them girls to the house. So now you done brought them to the house. It's on you what happened now, because I warned you. I told you, don't bring them girls to the house. So you done brought them to the house. All bets are off. Okay? You want me to respect you, respect me. Okay? You start disrespecting me, then it's fair game. Okay? We gonna keep it cute. See, the problem with teenagers now is they want respect, and they want you to, okay, I'll clock your feelings. I will. I'll give you that. I'll clock your feeling. Maybe we've been a little hard on the kids, previous generations. Okay, I'll clock your feelings. Then clock mine too. If I told you don't do it, respect me enough to do what I told you to do and not do. Because if you don't respect me, you gonna get embarrassed. I'm gonna drag you to filth. Okay? Because you took me there. It could have been cute. We could have kept it cutesy. Right? You could have called me and asked. I know you got this rule, but I want you to, so and so and so and so. But she's not wrong. At least let me met these people before you invite them over. Let me have vetted them. And then maybe you could call me from work and we can have that conversation. But don't know how I feel about something and then try to roll up and force something to happen. It ain't gonna happen. No, you gonna get embarrassed now, because it is what it is. But I agree with y'all. Going back and forth with the girls, I wouldn't even do it. I wouldn't even entertain it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not. because I'm not your mother, and I would want your mother to deal with my children respectfully. So I'm going to deal with you respectfully. So it's best if I take up my issue with my sons, not with you all, because y'all don't know the rules. They do. So my issue is not with you, it's with them. So I'm not going to go back and forth. And I'm certainly not going to entertain you being disrespectful to me. I'm just not even going to do it. Because y'all don't know me. I will pull up. I'll be on 2 wheels all the way home. 2 wheels. That's the kind of mama I am. I'm going to be on 2 wheels, bending every corner. Before y'all can step down off the last step, I'm going to be there. Pulling up skirt. I'm not going to leave the car running when I get out. That's how I'm going to roll. So, yeah. Just saying.
I ain't mad at that. I didn't know about JR. You still down? I didn't know if you wanted to say something on this, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the mom's in the wrong, man. She ain't trying to be no team player, man. She gonna see block the boys like that. Come on now.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, but you know what though? At least she knows, the boys are on the right track, just at the wrong time. Yeah, on the right track, just at the wrong time. At least saying to the ladies, right? A bullshit. I'm joking. Now, I think if I heard correct, cause I was gonna make a point when Mr. Vince was talking about the marriage or the man being there. I thought I heard that from my point of view that she's married. I don't know why, but I thought that's what I heard. I don't know why.
No,
but
you ain't hear that, JR.
I don't know why. I don't know why I thought I heard that, but I think mom had to do what she has to do, right? Maybe she didn't go about it the right way, but at the same time, Miss Coco was right. Like, yo, if I've set the rules, like, come on now, don't be stepping them boundaries, like, because anything can go wrong, anything can go wrong. So I'm not gonna put it on the mum as a whole, because the boys should know better as well, because mums obviously, try to teach them certain things that she said, like, hey, if I'm in a house, then cool. But when I'm not there, that can't run, right? So they do know what it is. They're old enough to understand. One of the brothers trying to hide, because he was guilty and whatnot. So they knew it. So I understand, like, you've kind of tipped mum off there, man. So, but she's kind of wrong to go at the girls. She should have just directed at the boys. And then just kept it clean with the girls and just said, ladies, just not today, unfortunately. When I'm at home, cool, but not today, because I'm not there. They know what it is. Next time, yes, but not today. I just leave it as that. But more the mum and the boys. The girls, it is what it is. I understand. They're young. They're going to learn. I think they said, don't talk about my mum. No dad's there. So the attitude going to be, out there, 100. But the kids, hopefully, they learn from that situation there. Because once again, it's a case study as well. So, dads, let's be there.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that right there. Yeah, no, I have to agree with y'all, man. I think all of them was at fault, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all though. So I know the fellas, they definitely messed up. They dropped all type of balls. Like I said, they over here defying mama's rules, but man, I ain't gonna even sit here in front. I'm not gonna sit here in front. I got a problem with the little chicks. I mean, I'm listening to this mama on this speaker, on this Ring Cam or whatever she on. And this little girl just got up here like, my name is Hope. Like, she just talking her little stuff. And I'm looking like, I need to meet your parents. Cause I'm like, you out of pocket. Like, you way out of pocket. Like, something like that, man, would have got you knocked out back in the day. I'm just keeping it a buck. That would have got you knocked out back in the day. Yep, even as a man, when you was a boy back then, talking slick like that to little female mama, or talking slick like that to her pops, like that would have been a problem. So I'm not gonna lie, I was really blown back by the young girl, how she just bossed up, like, and I'm like, ring cam, no ring cam, like I might I might have to go see somebody. Like, I got a problem with that. Yeah, she just bossed up. Like, she wasn't even fazed by my man mama. Like his mama ain't a whole grown woman. Like, she just, yeah, I'm Hope. I'll speak up for myself. Another one, yeah, I'm Faith. They just, and I'm like, this is why I be knowing that daddies don't be present. Let me just keep it a buck. This is why I be knowing that daddies do not be present. It don't be no father in the home. Because first of all, the fellas wouldn't have been up there looking stupid in the face. And then, like I said, this little girl and the mama going back and forth with the little girls and all. See, this stuff don't happen like that when fathers is in the household. Let me just keep it a buck. Yeah, you might try something, but it's gonna be a problem. Yeah, I just don't understand it. But yeah, the little girls, they got me blew back. I ain't gonna even lie. But man, I just wanted to see what y'all saw in that situation. I think there's a general consensus on where that thing went wrong. Maybe some slight differences on how stuff would have got handled, but it is what it is. But man, I'm taking some closing, man, and we up out of here. I'm going across the top and the bottom. We gone. Coco, you want to say anything before we get out of there?
Yes. I do think we overcomplicate relationships these days.
Sure.
And I think, unfortunately, the more access we get to information, the more connected we've become. It really hasn't. It's helped in some ways, but it has hurt us in others. I think we're way too connected now. Like I think that I could do without knowing every thought inside your head. Like you're supposed to keep some of those thoughts private. I'm not supposed to know all those thoughts. I don't really want to know about that. I think you should keep that to yourself. Like some of the stuff, ladies, that y'all are coming on the internet, because not saying that some men don't do it. We know there's always some men who will do that too. But it's a lot more ladies that are being just very transparent and very forthcoming. And I don't know if it's the checks, the social media checks that got y'all going ziggity boom like that. But y'all are really willing to do whatever you gotta do to get a check. Like y'all really are out here doing that. But the problem with that is you are telling all of your business and you do not understand how it's making you look. It's not making you look good to potential men who might be interested in dating you. And it's not making us as Black people look good on the world stage. Like it's not, it's looking real weird. It's looking real weird for people to still be in the position that we are in, which is at the bottom. But then to get on social media and be talking as reckless as we are is kind of crazy. It's wild. And I just don't think that y'all understand it. Please educate yourself with where this is going. And when they introduce Web 3.0, oh, baby, it's really about to change the game for y'all. And it's not going to be in a good way either. Some of y'all like, it's not. So I think that we need to get control of it now. Like right now, get control of it. Ladies, this might sound weird. I just want the men to be patient while I say this, right? Before y'all start telling men what y'all really was about before they met y'all could get a man to kind of fall in love with you first. And then he found out how crazy you were. Y'all are messed up. See, now they finding out how crazy y'all are before they making a commitment to you. Now they don't want to commit to you no more. Like, keep some mystery, sis. Like, you used to be able to get a man to fall in love. You'd be like, dang, she a little crazy, but dang, I love her. That's my girl. I'm going to ride with her. But now y'all showing y'all crazy too soon. It's too soon, sis. You can't let him have all of that up front. It's too soon. So now he like, oh, no, I'm not even going to mess with it. Now y'all can't get married, can't find no man. It could be so simple, but you making it hard. I'll land.
In more ways than one. Yeah, in more ways than one. They are making it hard.
Oh, man. Come on, man.
The PP goes, burp, burp, burp.
Come on, man. Go ahead, B-Box. It's on you, man. What you want to say before we get out of here?
I'm sorry. I apologize. Black love, can it be? It could be so simple. I don't know if it could be. I don't know. I think the way things are going, This isn't just affecting black folks; it's affecting everybody. I just don't think it's going to be fixed anytime soon. I just think too many people are selfish, and they're trying to extract anything they can from anybody. And this isn't just like romantic relationships either. This is like employee to boss, political. This is all over the place. I don't know. I just don't think that anybody wants to die to each other or die to themselves for other people. Until that happens, we're just going to be in the same boat. Easy way to get out of poverty, people, is to get married. I will always say that to the cows come home. I'm not a fan of Thomas Sowell. I disagree with him politically, but he's right about that. He's just right. So, it's two people's better than one. And then you have two people as two people. They have children. You put all those people. You get more people as a community together. You create wealth. It's a simple concept, people. It's so simple. I don't know why people are bucking against it. I don't get it. You're seeing single mothers crashing out. Seeing men talking about we don't have any resources. And listen, get with somebody who's like you. And black men, I'm SYSBM, so it might not be somebody who looks like you. So you might have to do something else now. But just do that. Just get with somebody. Just get with somebody who's a decent person, and at some point you'll die together, or something like that. Like, I don't know, man. It's just better. Also, the children too. Like, I don't think we care about children either. That's a whole nother topic. I think it's a lot of wolf tickets. Yeah, we love black boys. We love our little girls. We care about the next generation. No, we don't. We do not care. We don't at all. It's a lot of lies going on with that. It's just for people to look good. It's not look like they're pieces of crap. Because if we really cared about our children, their outcomes would be a lot better too.
No, that's a fact, man. That's a whole another conversation. But no, I think there's some validity there. Just based on how some folks are moving. Yeah, they don't care about these kids like they act, like they try to act. So no, we got to be real about that. All right, Vince, it's on you, man. Go ahead, man.
Chloe almost stole my thunder. From the words of the great Lauryn Hill, formerly of the Fugees, it could all be so simple, but we would rather make it hard. Loving you is like a battle, and we both end up with scars. And I think a lot of that has to do with we just love this toxic shit.
Facts.
They love it. They love it. It ain't good unless it's toxic. It ain't good if we ain't cussing each other out. It ain't good if we ain't breaking up every 5 minutes. My love probably boring to people. Y'all ain't cussing each other out. Y'all, no. Just loving each other, trying to build a family. You going down the road with one person. So I think we make it hard. And a lot of it has to do with being intentional. It'd be hard from the beginning, and people sometimes you stay too long at the party. You just do. So, yeah.
Okay. That's real right there. No, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, man. And I think you make a valid point, man, with this toxic piece, man. Folks they enjoy that. Yeah, that's exciting for them. I said at the end of the day, when you're intentional, you got your person and you just loving your person, they loving you. It ain't hard. It's really not. So yeah, man, it could be simple, man. But I said, folks want all that excitement and all that fast life and want to be outside and all that. And it's like, yeah, okay, you do that. All right, Hirsch, it's on you, man. What you want to say before we get out of here, man?
Yeah, as far as the black love can be simple. I think I've been doing some evaluating and observing and over the couple years, just trying to put my finger on some things. And it's a lot of dynamics with this thing, man. I think what's going on currently is that in black families, we're raising women to be independent women, which is a good thing. In this equality, in this economy, and in the culture of everything, that's important for both male and female, to have that independence as far as to be driven, goal driven, and successful, powerful people, and know how to make money when needed, all that. So that's a quality now, as far as evolution that we need. Okay. But I think what's lacking is, they're not raising the women to also be on top of the independent, strong women, but to be wives. And I think men, like, sometimes, like, we by default, like, because we are raised to be independent already from the jump, because that's like the providers and all that type of stuff, the breadwinners, whatever. But also, by default, we kind of like fall in that line as far as being like husbands, because the husbands are like supposed to like be there, so. But the other part of it is too is like, we're not also raising these young boys to be husbands either, because to a certain extent, because all that simping that's going on out here is perpetuating all the toxicity, like that. Like, if that lady in the one video having a whole laundry list of things for the man to do, that wouldn't even be existing if the guys weren't doing that out there. They wouldn't even be thinking that they can even do that. So it's just like an ongoing, like a circle. It's like an ongoing thing. It's like from both parts. Like the homes, they're either being groomed or raised one way or the other, and we need the whole component for it to work. And this new way of things are going, both people need to have that independent drive and that good, strong part of them, but they still need the old-fashioned thing as far as how to be a husband, how to be a wife. And I think that's what's missing right now, and it's been missing for like some years now, so for some decades, and it's getting worse, and yeah, I mean, I think it's just the uneducated folks, and I'm not mean like you got to go to college or go to school. You just got to read a book or something. Just read, just don't just be swiping all day long, or just, yapping your mouth. I mean, the whole saying, we got two ears and one mouth. That should just tell us right then and there we need to listen more and speak less. That's I'm a land right there. I just think that's a major component as far as why we make relationships and love so hard, because we don't even know what we're doing. We're not putting all the pieces together. And so, yeah.
Right. Yeah, no, I appreciate that closeout, man. Yeah, and to your point, man, for some reason we act like we can't do both. Yeah, we can't, get out here and achieve things, but still be nurturing, or still be masculine and feminine, or still be husband and wives. Like, we act like we can't do both. Yeah, and this is funny to me because people, today, they always talking about multitasking. They're always talking about multitasking, but then when it comes into this space, then it's like they act like they can't do both. But then in any other space, they balancing 10 different things. They got a real estate transaction going on over here. They got a therapy session on the same day. They got kids they got to pick up for a concert on the same day, and they got to go to work that night. They can do all of that, but then it's like when it comes to the relationship space, they can only just be independent. Like they can't do both. And it's like I don't understand it. What happened to all that multitasking abilities that you had just a week? It was all good just a week ago. Like what happened? Yeah, so it's weird that we're in this mindset that we can't do both, but yet I just keep it a buck. I see all types of other folks doing both. Yeah, they in school, in relationships. They come out of school in relationships with a job. Yep, they starting families and still successful entrepreneurs. Like they somehow seem to be able to do it both, or seem to be able to do both. But we always can't. Yeah, let me be quiet, man. Let me let JR get. All right, JR, it's on you, man. What you want to say before we get out of here, man?
Yeah, and great show once again tonight. Thanks for having me on again. Yeah, just from everybody's clothes and whatnot, some good points have been made, and like I always say, because both parties are not willing to come to the table, that's why things aren't going to work, right? And because we don't care about each other as well. So instead of trying to run away and not face the problems, I'd rather that, you know, like Miss Coco mentioned about women, you know, showing it all in one go instead of just, you know, dropping it in there, feeding the guy slowly and whatnot. I get her point, and that's fine. But like I said, if people aren't willing to come to the table, we're not going to be able to create nothing. And until we understand the meanings of words, like Mr. Hirsch mentioned, you know, it's good that women are independent. I love that. That's good, you know. But we understand what's out here, what's going on. But if we come together, we can defeat the object. I think Big Boxer mentioned the community. We get to build it because the mindset. But just behind the mindset, in a negative aspect, it's the attitude behind it as well. That's what makes the situation even worse, you know. And like we've got a prime example on the panel, like, you know, Mr. Price, you're married, Beatbox is married, Mr. Vince is married, Mr. Herschel mentioned that he was married before. So there's examples here to show that, yeah, these things do work. And I think the biggest point where, for me, the ladies where I don't think they understand the message from the guys, right? It's like, yo, come back to the table. It's not about control. It's about us. Let's get rid of that word control. Control who? We're all independent human beings. But if we understand the mission, ain't nobody controlling one another. We're working in tangent. We're working as a team. And then going back to what Big Boxer said, communities get built. And then everybody gets to win. Everybody gets to get a slice instead of, you know, getting crumbs. We get to, you know, put ourselves in a much better position moving forward. And like I always say, if we get rid of the pride and the ego between both man and woman, we're going to work this out. It's not about me benefiting. It's not about you benefiting. No, it's about what can we both create for the next generation. Can we leave our kids in a much better position than we was, you know, in? Yeah, we all haven't come from a great situation, but instead of arguing and wasting time and pointing fingers, let's get together and build on that mission. Because we're always saying it, you know, we're saying it out here, a lot of people saying it. And I know Beatboxer says that, you know, it's over and whatnot, right? But for me, last point, right? I'll say it like this. I think the ladies are, you know, slowly understanding. And Miss Coco mentioned patience, you know. Yes, social media and out in the real world, yeah, it might be two different things. But like I said, we're seeing it out there slowly on the social media side, especially, you know, the message slowly changing. So yeah, the ladies are understanding. And it's like I always say, yeah, can we give grace on both sides? Because what's the point of trying to still hate? It's, if we get together, we win. That's it.
Yes, straight like that, man. Yep, straight like that. Appreciate that closeout, man. Man, let's have another great conversation, another great show, man. Once again, I appreciate the panel, man. Coco, Beatboxer, Herschel, Vince, JR, appreciate y'all holding me down on the panel. Let's say great conversation, man. At the end of the day, this black love could be simple, man, but we got to quit playing. We got to really look at our mindsets, man, and we got to get intentional, man. And then last but not least, man, stop using people. And we always trying to use somebody for something, man. Stop using people, man. Yeah, that's not going to yield you good results, man. Stop using people. Get yourself together. Yes, it's unnecessary, man. Just damaging people for no reason. Traumatizing people for no reason. Yep, and then wondering why you can't find somebody. Yeah, we folks be messing each other up, man. It's like, stop playing with people like that. It's not a good look, man, and it's not going to yield results long term, man. Real talk. Man, shout out to everybody in the comments as well, man. We appreciate you guys, man. Like I said, to all my Midwestern folks, be careful out there, man. The storm going crazy, so be careful out there. Be safe, man. But, man, this is Kandid Konvos, man. We do this show every Wednesday night. We go live on YouTube and Facebook, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Man, if you haven't already, man, smash that like button, man. Likes are free, man. Also, hit that subscribe for all my YouTube folks out there, man. Subscribe. And then also, man, hit that notification, man, so you know when we drop content, man. We always dropping content, man. But, man, with that being said, man, everybody have an awesome night. We're going to catch y'all next Wednesday.